All right, finally the GSX-R. I sent out the shock to Race Tech. They rebuilt it, so let's see what we have. That's really cool. They put stickers there, right there. These are the parts they changed. As I'm working on the bike, I realize how mint it is. Look, like this aluminum piece here, man. Look how clean. What a clean bike this is, man. I love it. Look at this. It does have some scratches on the fairings here and there, but nothing crazy. These bad boys, I found them on eBay. They're the original colored wheels, and I got them pretty cheap, under 200 bucks for both of them with shipping. Finally, this thing is gonna see new tires. I will have the links in the description box of the video. I never bought a better deal for tires. Diablo Rosso 2, those are the 3s. The wheels are directional. On this bike, they give you an arrow right here. On this one, I don't see no arrow. However, the letters are on the kickstand side. I'm gonna find the arrow on the tire and match it up. And there's another arrow as well. Multiple. This tool is really handy. I'm still learning how to use it, but it's not too bad. I think eventually I will get used to it.
Why are you gay?
The brush doesn't grab it really that good. And it says I have to mix this with water in a 5-gallon bucket.
I'm fucking.
The wheels are looking so nice. Look at that, big difference, man. I don't know why anyone would go with gray instead of this. Now, I just have to change the oil, the coolant, brake fluid, the brake switch, because that doesn't work. Air filter. I got these for the master cylinders, and there's a small oil leak, an easy fix. And then I gotta put the plate on. And one other thing, I got the swing arm spools. I'm gonna use some Loctite because on the Hayabusa, these came loose one time. I almost lost them. It's starting to look like MotoGP now. You get to lube the chain, work on the bike. If you're working on Japanese bikes, you want a JIS screwdriver. It's not a Phillips. It looks like a Phillips, but it's different. It's for Japanese vehicles. If you use a Phillips, there's a bigger chance you're gonna strip the bolts. For a 32-year-old motorcycle, I was expecting it was gonna be beat up, but it's really good condition. Freaking Suzuki, man, they know what's up. And with that being said, I'll just keep these in stock if I ever do need them. What a nice wife. I'm working on the bike and she's gonna cut the grass. This makes bleeding so much easier. There's a one-way valve. Really nice, one-person job. Just make sure you have the arrow pointed correctly. Got like gooey shit in here. Man, it's like gel. It's looking a lot better, guys. Big difference. Time for the clutch, same thing. And that puppy is down in here. Same thing, I gotta clean all that gunk in there. And then I'm gonna do the rear brake. This one is more tricky. Ah, shit. The hose fell in there. Ah, shit, it's got a KN already. I don't know if my head gasket is bad. It might look like that way. Because otherwise, where's this oil coming from? It looks new too. Looks like it just happened. I did some research. Actually, I checked the repair manual and it says every 4,000 miles to recheck the torque of the bolts or nuts, whatever it has on the cylinder head. And also you gotta check the valve clearances every 4,000 miles because basically every time you change the oil, which is 4,000 miles as well, it's like what? You gotta check the valves and retorque the cylinder head.
Get some bullshit.
I do not want to do this right now, even though the bike has 9,000 miles on it. Winter time, that's something I can do. Because I don't want to get involved with this stuff right now. It's like all these hoses and pipes. Also, something interesting, I found online there's this wheelie wire for first gear and it alters the timing, something like that when you're in first gear. And the bike doesn't wheelie on you, but I do want it to wheelie on me. I want full blast every time. This red and black wire that goes on the neutral switch says US only. So that harness has a blue wire and then the black and red, and that goes to the igniter. Surprisingly, also goes to the tachometer. That same wire, I don't know why, but they say if you unplug this wire, you get full blast. I did some digging around and I do see that harness in here. This one right here, the blue wire and red with black. This is it. The suspect, the power killer. On the UK models, it said that it was a pink wire.
Why are you gay?
This tab here, I pushed it in and pulled it out. All right, got it. A little bit tough spot there, but it is doable. Now, as far as the other oil leak, those copper rings should be on the inside. Basically, this is wrong. How they put the copper washer over the copper plate. The endless filter takes forever. What the freak? Wow, I really like this part because you can put a tool on it. The brake lights, the back one works, but the front one does not. And it should make a clicking sound, just like this one. I found the switch, I will replace it. Man, this thing is beat. Oh yeah. I think that was the quickest fix on the bike. And I got titanium bolts. For the front, I cannot use the titanium bolts because the sleeve is too short. So now I'm gonna use the old ones over. Front wheel is balanced as well. That was the heavy spot. That's my weight. It came out even better than the back tire, which is good because the front, it can really give you a lot of shakiness. Look at that, nice and balanced. And also the rotors, when I took them out from the old rim, they were mixed up left to right. So now those are in the correct order. This bike was tricky to jack up. On the center of the engine, you can't really go anywhere. It's got like this long aluminum tab, which I'm afraid it might break. What I did was I jacked it up from the exhaust, but since the exhaust is more on the right side, the bike was lifting up over here and it was coming off from the stand. So I zip tied the heck out of it, but then it started to lift up the stand together. And to fix that, I put this scissor jack to hold it in place. This way it cannot flop over. And then I put these jack stands as a backup safety. So right now the bike is really safe like this. And I noticed the brake pads are low. Even though it only has 9,000 miles, they are pretty low. Probably from sitting, they get stuck and then they wear out quicker. Alright guys, final product here. Looking really nice. I've been working on it all day. It's 9:30. Finally done. Registered. Classic motorcycle. So let's see what we got. Alrighty guys, it was a battle but finally done. I don't know what that noise is, I did it before too, I'm not too concerned. The buzzing noise.